Me and my people, so they both of your friends. Fill each other and sip on some hand. One thing leading to another, let the party begin. What you gonna do? Chillin' at the Holiday Inn. Me and my people, so bring both of your friends. Longhorns, y'all Longhorns, man. So hungry. A1, bam, A1. It's watery. All right. Yeah, that's better. Man, I haven't had Longhorns in so long, man. But it's going down tonight. Like Sally Sell, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh, shit, man. So, you know, hold on, I'm hungry, y'all. I gotta eat. I ain't gonna eat much, I promise. Oh, shit. Put this in. All right, man. Especially as a female, I already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's difficult. I think it's easier for me, or a man, should I say, than a female. But then again, not really. But a lot of times, man, women feel like nobody wants them. And a lot of it is because a lot of times, which you're fighting. Hold on, let me get this so I can actually think. All right. A lot of times, what you're doing is you're fighting. When you are a person that wants to be a blessing to somebody's life, a lot of times the reason why you are getting overlooked or not picked or something like that is because just that you would be a blessing to that person's life. You know, a lot of y'all are not religious. But even if you're not, let's just say energy instead of the devil and God. Bad energy does not want you to find good energy. So what does bad energy do? Bad energy convinces you, aka the devil, convinces people to like certain people, not to like certain people. This is why y'all see a lot of the bad women or the bad guys get all the women and all the men. You wonder, you say, why is that? How come I can't get a man and this and that? Because that woman means no good for that person. You're not just fighting war against competition of women and men. You're also fighting a spiritual war. So if the devil knows, man, I know this guy will change a woman's life. Nah, let me convince women not to stay far away from this motherfucker. And that's what happens. Sometimes it's because you're not even out there like that. Fun women, fun girls, they're out there. So that's why it seems like they're getting all the men and they always got boyfriends. You at home reading a book, working on some shit. That is true too. But a lot of it is because you would be a blessing to somebody. And 9 times out of 10, so-called the devil don't want that. He don't want two people to come together and make each other happy. This is just facts. He can't use you. The devil can use a player. If I was to choose to be a player, automatically I would get a lot of women will want to fuck with me way more than me having a mindset of I'm gonna try to be right. Why you think so many men be like, man, fuck it, man, I'm gonna be a bad guy. The bad guy wins. Yes, he wins because the devil is using them to use people, to hurt people, to destroy people. But if you are the person that you don't want to do that, I just want to find somebody to be with, or a woman or man, whatever, woman or man, either way. He can't use you. These are facts. Now, some people, well, why don't God do this and that? A lot of times because our minds ain't right with God. So how can God work on somebody if our mind's somewhere else? Think about it. Sometimes maybe it is God. Maybe God is keeping you away from somebody. I'm starting to think that maybe God just don't want me to be with somebody or something. And I don't even go out looking for people. But I just see like, damn, that person all through my whole life, like, damn, how the fuck does this and this and this? What the hell happened to me? What's so wrong with me? I've seen it, not just with me. I've seen it all over the world. Like I listen to men, I hear how men talk. All over the world, it's the same story. Women pick the man that's not good for them. Same thing with the men. All over the world, men picking women who divorce them and take them for their money and all this bullshit. And you wonder why? Well, why won't nobody pick me? I'm a good woman. A lot of that has to do with that. And a lot of it just, some people are just chosen people. Like some men, they're just female magnets. Some women are just male magnets. With a woman, really, all you gotta do is just be a good-looking woman. That's it. But with a man, that's not just necessarily it. You could be a good-looking dude and still not be a female magnet. But I still think it all boils down to men who don't give a fuck about a woman. Like, they already know I'm going to play this woman. Those are the ones that get the most women, period. Period. Those are the ones that have no intentions. Yeah, they want a girlfriend to have so they can have pussy and all that shit. But they don't care about the woman. They have no intentions on. Once they done with that woman, they'll be to the next. Or they'll cheat on that woman or whatever. Those are the ones that get the most women because the devil uses them. And if your mindset is off and your mindset ain't really with God, you're probably going to be a victim of that. The only way you're really going to find somebody, like if you trying to be right by God, God is going to protect you from that. He's probably not going to let people like you because you're trying to do what's right. Why would God hurt somebody that's actually trying to do right? I don't see it. You know what I mean? It could happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure it has happened. You know, people try to do right, bad happen to them. But that's just the way it is. It don't matter what you got going on, you know. A lot of it is you got to pay the consequence. You know what I mean? If you want to be a successful guy without selling drugs, then you're going to have to sacrifice time and women. You're not going to be able to be around women. It's not going to happen. Only people that could be around women for a lesson they haven't learned. So what about the people that are players and every day they got all kind of women and men? What lesson do they need to learn? I'm telling you, it's the devil using people to hurt people. That's what it is. He can't use somebody if your intentions are good. Brittany, if your intentions are good for a man, it's a good chance that most men are going that you actually want to help and be with are going to probably not want you. Sometimes singleness is the blessing. Probably is. I'm not saying it's not a blessing. But I know a lot of people wonder, hey, why don't nobody like me? Or why does it seem like this and that? Sometimes people are messing with people that never liked them in the first place. As a woman, I told y'all, the men will fuck with you just to fuck you. To be blatantly honest, you know? So that doesn't mean he liked you. He just fucking with you because you got a pussy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women don't see that. So unfortunately, they're not going to get it. And they're going to keep messing with men. You know, oh, he looks good. I'm attracted to him. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So what if you're attracted? That's not enough. You know, it's more than that, man. But you can't change shit. I mean, people are gonna like what they like. People are gonna like what they like, man. You might not fit in. A lot of men who get a lot of women are usually men who smoke, drink, party, kick it, you know, got coke bags, all that shit, right? They don't want to deal with no man. I got to go home to a working man and this and that. That wouldn't be no fun. See, you could be the blessing for them, but in their head, this is the type of shit that the devil puts in their head. You wouldn't like that. He probably ain't got good sex. He's too nice and all these things. And it could be all lies. And more than likely it is all lies. But people can't see it. So it's not their fault. It's just, some people get it, but it's probably too late. They already didn't let all the bad guys have them. Or they didn't already let all the bad girls have them. Now they want to come and be with the right person, all this bullshit. You know what I mean? A lot of it has to do with attraction. When you're a man, and as a man, if you're used to dealing with a lot of different women, you're going to be better at attracting them than somebody who is not. He might be a better dude than you. All across the board, he might have you. But you're better at attracting women because you're used to dealing with so many because you're a player. So it's like a walk in the park. So you'll win almost every time. Being nice ain't enough. That's not enough to attract somebody unless they're extremely attracted to you, you know what I mean? It could be. It depends on the woman, I say that. But for the most part, and most women, just being a nice person, you know, how you doing, good morning, all that bullshit, that shit's not going to work with when you're in competition with a motherfucker that's used to dealing with a bunch of women. You know, men who have fucked everybody in the city and shit. This is a walk in the park for them. And the devil can use them. And he's going to use them. Just like some men who end up divorced, raped, and shit. I'm not saying that just because you divorce and you want, like some people divorce on a better term. We're not talking about that. We're talking about women who literally married a man and then divorced him for the money. I'm not talking about a woman who was with a man and got divorced and she wants alimony and shit. It is what it is. I mean, if she was really with that man for real, then what can you really say? We're not talking about that. We're talking about the motherfuckers that, you know, some of the females that literally are with a man, I'm going to get this money, and then I'm going to break up with him. That type shit. You think those men like Kevin Garnett and them didn't have good women that really would have been right for them come their way? I'm sure they did. But Kevin Garnett and them, they overlook it. Why? Because the devil can't use them. The devil can't use those women that would have actually changed and helped his life and be a blessing. So if you're a person that's trying to be a blessing to somebody's life, 9 times out of 10, people are going to steer away from that. Just like with your friends and your family. You know, it's a proven fact that people love people who don't give a fuck about them. And the ones who do, they be shitting on them. Family, friends, whatever. This is what it is. How many people y'all know, family and friends, that shit on people that they should care, that care about them the most? And then they friends and shit that don't give a fuck about them. You know, even your kids, your own kids are going to do this to you one day. Your own kids are going to do this to you one day. They're going to shit on you and go with their friends and listen to their friends. Facts. So be prepared for it. But they'll come back because once they bump their fucking head, oh, damn, my mom loves me and she was right. Or my dad, it was right. But they're going to do that. They're going to shit on you for your friend. I know my mom told me not to have people in her house. But come on in, y'all. My mom gone for the weekend. That's shitting on you for your friends. I mean, shitting on your mother, your mom or dad for your friends who don't really give a fuck about you anyway. Now your house all fucked up. Your mom house all fucked up, should I say. Your dad house all fucked up. See? It happens all the time. But don't feel bad about it because I see a lot of men who get a whole lot of women. And I know they not fucking with me. But they get a whole lot of women. Sometimes I know why. Oh, coke. He got coke. He got weed and this. I know what it is. But I'm telling y'all the real truth. It's the truth, man. Like, don't feel bad if people don't want you. 9 times out of 10, if you're a good woman, I mean, not just a good woman, like you're attractive, you doing shit with your life and shit, 9 times out of 10, it's a blessing that people don't want you. I seen a video earlier today, matter of fact, that I need to finish. Rejection is a blessing. You know? But throughout life, when I analyze it, and I look at the men who really got the most females, those are the men who I know for a fact don't give a fuck about women. All they care about is pussy. Yeah, they're going to come off as a nice person. Yeah, they're going to do that. They got to. They wolves in sheep's clothing. You can't come off as some asshole and get a whole bunch of women to fuck you and shit. Nah, it ain't going to happen that way. Number one, you got to be attractive to them. That's number one. That's overall. And then once you get past that, all you got to do is be nice. And she going to fall for it. And more than likely, if you have no good intentions for that woman, she definitely going to fall for it. Because the devil is going to be pushing in her mind. Like, yeah, pick him. Get that one. Nah, not the other guy. He can't fuck or this or that. Something wrong with him. He's weird. Don't pick him. Pick that other one. And then what happens? They get played. Dumb shit. You know, men too. Men do it too. That's why a lot of times, man, men be like, how come the women I ignore, the women I don't want or something, I ignore or something, you know what I mean? I be like, sometimes maybe you should give them a chance or at least try something. But that's the way, we live in a world that's this, and ain't no changing it. So I've been learned to accept it, you know what I mean? You should too. And find a hobby. You know what I'm saying? My hobby is trying to make $1 million. Not million worth, $1 million. That's one of my hobbies. You know, another hobby is just enjoying my life. You know, it's not about whether somebody wants me or not no more, or whoever does. Maybe people do. Maybe I don't see it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you even have it with relationships, like men who ain't no good. They be like, you with that lame, he's weak. And a lot of women, they will not fuck with a man if they don't have approval from their friends or from the world. He's a square. Look at him. He just goes home and he doesn't smoke or drink. What a fucking weak ass nigga. These are facts, man. I'm not making this shit up. It's the guy that is dealing with the most women is always going to get the most women because he's better at it. He's better at deception. Even himself, he can't just come out and flat out just be a regular person. He got to put on the swag image. He's got to put on the smoothness and all that bullshit. It's all character. It's all acting, and that's why women gravitate towards that, because it's actually fake. It's not the real, like, just be you. It's not. They say it is, but it's really not. It is them, but it's a version of something they have, like the player type bullshit. And as far as like I don't know about every race, but in the black community, if you're not some player image or some gangster type image, if you're not giving that aura off, they're not gonna. They might think you're good looking, like yeah, he's good looking, but that's not what they want. That's not what get their panties wet. That's not what they want. So you basically got to sell your soul to actually be attracted, to make women attractive to you. No other race of man has to deal with that. No other race of man has to be no gangster or a gangster or a player type image. But when it comes to black man, you do. Even if it's a different race of woman, they still like you because of that, those images. That's pretty fucked up, but it's true. So I just don't want y'all to feel bad, man. Just understand it's a blessing, you know, because a lot of men are rejecting y'all because you won't let them fuck. That's the truth. A lot of women will reject. Here's another reason why a lot of women will reject certain men that are actually better for them. Because for one, that woman don't want to step up. She feels if I get with this guy, I got to step up. I'll just stick with the guy that just wants to fuck. He don't care if I drink and drive and leave my kid, you know, risk going to jail, risk my kid having their parent in jail. He just wants me to come over and fuck. He's fun. But the other guy, Twan, he trying to be my dad, man. Even though he's just really saying something like, hey, why you drinking and driving? That ain't cool. They're going to take that as you trying to be their dad or something. You're not fun. You're boring and shit like that. As the man, she won't fuck tonight. So, you know what? I'm hitting up this other girl, man. Fuck it. Go read your book. Fuck that bitch, man. I'm about to call up this other girl. That's what they going to do. Sometimes it is just attraction. Sometimes other people are just more attractive. I told y'all, I made a video yesterday about chosen and non-chosen. I don't think I'm chosen. I could be. I'll never know because I'm not out there, and I'm not about to stop doing what I'm doing in life to go out there and see it. Let me see if I'm chosen. I don't give a fuck. I'm busy. I'm really busy. I ain't the man that said I'm busy, but somehow has time for all type of women. That's some bullshit. That don't even add up. How you busy, but you got time to fuck every woman in the city? That lets you know a lot of men full of shit. If they got time to have a lot of women, they can't be that busy working on some grown man shit. That's why it's important for a man to pick one great woman so you can still have your grown man shit. Even as a woman, you should do the same thing with a man. Pick one man that you like. All this, I'm talking to this one and this one. All this attention shit, that shit ain't going to add up in the end. And all they want to do is fuck anyway. So is it really worth it? It might feel good to your ego or something. But at the end of the day, it's like you're entertained by a bunch of snakes. Because you know most of them only want to fuck. And I'm not saying that you're not worth more than that. But only certain men are going to see you as worth more than just sex. Every man ain't gonna see you like that. Every man, a lot of men, 90% of them, will look at you, oh, she's fine as hell. I'll fuck that. It ain't, oh, I would want to be with that, or let me get to know that. Nope. It's not what it is. You also, a drug's a motherfucker. Long as a man, when it comes to the men, it's the drug dealers that's winning. They the ones with the most women. Why? Because they have the most time. See, they have the money. Some of them, I guess they have looks according to women and all this shit. But they also have time. Like, let's kick it tonight. Somebody go to work. Shit, I'm about to go to bed. I got to get up in the morning. He can't do that. When the Lord brings you a wife, you won't have to look. She will come. Yeah, I believe that too. That's how I feel. Like, if somebody's meant to be, it is. If not, I don't even give a fuck. And that's how y'all should look at it. You know, trying to sell yourself dreams constantly over and over and over. And then you start feeling like all men and women are the same. And now you got a problem. Because if the right person does come along, you might think that they're just like the rest. That's a problem. Who cares, man? We could all die tomorrow or tonight. Does it really fucking matter if you got a girlfriend or boyfriend or not? That shit ain't gonna matter. It is what it is, man. But when it comes to certain guys, man, some of them, it's something you're born with. You know, and then unfortunately, some people take advantage of that and they use it to their advantage evilly. You know, just like take a very good looking woman from that, she was born with that. Now, some of them don't do it, but most of them, they're going to use that to their advantage. Evil. They're going to use it as evil, not as a blessing. They're going to use it as evil. That's what men do. A lot of men. Because some men, they just female magnets. No way around it. That's just what it is. You can get mad all you want, whatever. Who gives a fuck? It is what it is. That's not what God blessed you with. Maybe God didn't want you to be that. Maybe God made them motherfuckers somebody who was supposed to reproduce a whole bunch of women, and they might not be doing it. They might have used that to their, abused it. They might have abused the blessing God gave them. I don't know. I'm not God, you know. But I do know this. When it comes to men magnets, a lot of times it's men that don't give a fuck about those women. And that's the devil using that man to destroy you or hurt you. That's why you didn't like the other guy. That's why you picked that one. You was attracted to both of them, but you picked the wrong one. That's why. Because the devil probably knew, hey, that one right there, I don't like him. The right one, nah, man, something wrong with that dude. He weird and shit, man. Pick that other guy over there. Devil know that dude gonna text other women and fuck other women. He already know from day one. And it's the same thing with women. That's why men gotta be careful when you're dealing with women. You think the devil don't use women to hurt men, you big dummy? Of course he do. Same thing. Same thing. And this is why most people like people who are going to hurt them. That's facts. This is not disputable. All you got to do is go outside and look. And it's not just relationships. It's also family too and friends. Most people will shit on their good friends for the other friends and get shitted on. Oh, he's not cool enough. Twan, you not cool enough. You not acting like a nigga enough. Man, you ain't cool enough to hang with us. Get the blah, 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 blah. And then the same ones they think so cool and shit be the ones that murder them or something like that. Or fucking their girlfriend and shit. You didn't want to fuck with Twan. He wasn't cool enough. He didn't want to keep that slave nigga image. He was just acting like himself. And that wasn't cool enough for you. Now look, now you done kicked it with some other dudes trying to fuck your girlfriend. Stupid shit. It happens all the time, y'all. So don't take it personal. You know, just learn to accept it. It's not you. I promise it's not you. It's not. I mean, do I look like an ugly guy to y'all? I'm just saying, do I? No. Just think about it. But that don't mean that women are, no, not, probably not. Probably not. Now maybe, let's say this, maybe same looking guy. Now let me start selling drugs and shit and have coke. You know how many more women, man, my shit would skyrocket. Because I already got the most dope buzz in the city beat on every category as far as money and shit. Now, like, if I started selling they shit, women are going, because a lot of women are dealing with men for the drugs or for the fun. You see? So take a woman, two very attractive women. One woman, she don't want to have sex until she's married, versus one who will. Most men gonna go to that one that will. And I might be guilty of it, just to let, if y'all really want to throw a little wrench in there. I might be guilty of it and pick that one. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but it's the truth, man. If I was smart, I would probably pick the other one. Because if it's hard for me to get it, it's got to be harder for other men to get it. You know, you would think. But I don't know, man. Just don't give up. And another reason why it might seem like people don't like you is because, or want you, is because you are trying to like people who don't want you. Period. Some people are blessed that almost everybody likes them. That's just what it is. You might not be one of those people. You know? That's just what it is. So let me eat my food, man. Y'all killing me right now. I'm about to get off here, though. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm ready for the gym to open. I'm ready for vacation. Ready for a whole lot of shit, man. I just want to live and enjoy my life, man. Period, point blank. Nothing else to it. Love yourself. Stay strong. Stay positive. Stay smart. That's what it really is, because there's a lot of shit going on around this motherfucker. Stay smart. A lot of deception. Another thing, man, make sure you're not a second choice, because if I'm a second choice, that means a woman only picked me because another man didn't want her. And by default, she's not really going to really want me. She might fuck with me. She might even be in a relationship with me. This is where you get men in relationships with women, in a relationship with women in the same house, all that other shit, but he refuses to marry the woman. Why not? You've been with a woman 15 years in the same fucking house. She's been asking for marriage. Why won't you marry her? Things like that. This is where you get men not treating you like you deserve to be treated. If a man sees you as the greatest fucking thing ever, then he's going to treat you that way. If not, then he's going to treat you a certain way. Because you're cool, but I really want that one. And guess what? If that one gave him a chance, he going to cheat. That's the danger of not being first. You got to be first. I got to be first because I'm going to make you first. I got too much to offer. So if I'm not first, then we just friends or something. And all that other shit, acting like you want to be, nah, fuck all that. Because that is reserved for somebody who sees me as first. Why should I make some woman first if she don't see me as first? She really wanted this one or that one and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is dangerous. That means that guy could, anytime he could fuck the girl I'm with. If I'm with a girl, he could fuck her. Or take her, should I say. Let's just say take her. Sometimes this is why people cheat on somebody they're married to and all that shit. That's the devil. You know what I mean? I know you love your husband and shit, man, but ain't you tired of this shit, man? Man, you could be happier. Look at old dude over there. He looks so much better and shit. And then he gonna come and try to act like, oh, you got marriage problems, huh? Oh, tell me about it. Here, I'm a shoulder. Lean on me. All he want to do is fuck. And I've seen that shit happen too. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that shit happen too. You got to understand, man, most men, they only want to fuck. And those are the men that's getting all the women. The men who don't give a fuck about women and only want to fuck, they getting all the women. Because the devil's using them. These are facts. The devil's using them. And the devil's using women who do the same shit. Man, I don't care about these niggas, girl. I just be trying to get their money, girl. Oh, yeah, I know that's right, girl. That's bullshit, man. But, hey, that's what men be wanting. If you a good woman, I know you see it. I ain't got to say it. I don't got to make this video. I know you see it. I know you see men choosing a lot of those females. Why? I just told you why. Because the devil uses them. He can't use you. The only shot you got is God bringing you with somebody who is on the same stuff as you. Some real legitimate shit like you. And it might not be time yet. If it ever happens, it ain't guaranteed. When did God say, I guarantee that I'm going to give you somebody? He didn't say that. Where's that at? Don't say it nowhere. Why do you think most men want to be players? Because they get more women that way. If they change their whole energy and say, you know what, God, I'm gonna be right by you and all this bullshit. I ain't about to do nothing else no more. They would lose all type of women. They wouldn't even have near as many women. But since they are complying with evil, they're getting rewarded for it. They'll pay in the end, but as right now, they're getting rewarded for it. So if you are a woman, you trying to see what man you should pick. Before you pick one, go ask God. Talk to God about it first. Because you might say you talking to 5 different people and you like them all, but you just trying to narrow down to one so you can only deal with one. You better go to God first. Because you're going to pick the wrong one if you don't. I promise you, the devil is going to convince you to pick the wrong one. And it's usually the one that is the best at attracting a woman. And why is he the best? Because he deals with so many women. It's like a job or something. The better you do it, the more you do it, the more you get, the better you get at it. Right? Usually. Sometimes people, they could do shit forever and they never going to be as good as some people. But y'all get my point. Especially when it comes to deception and talking to people. The better you get at it, the more you're going to be able to convince them. Plus, some men know exactly. Oh, I know why she did this, or I know how to. If I do this, it's gonna. They know. They know. They like experts at that shit. But instead of them being experts at that, they could be using it to an advantage of a blessing or something great. But they don't. They take it. They could be a fucking car salesman or something, a lawyer. But nah, let me just use this to fuck women. And that's what they do. So, same thing with women. All that talent you do to deceive men, you could be using this shit to your advantage on something that actually matters. Not no evil ass shit. But the evil people in the world win. They always gonna win in this world because this world is evil. So if you evil, you're gonna get rewarded. You still gonna get rewarded by God by not doing wrong too, though. Don't get me wrong. But God is not gonna reward a man with a whole bunch of pussy. That's not God's reward. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense to y'all? Think about it. God is not gonna reward a man with a bunch of women. That's a devil's reward. So in order to get that reward, you must be evil. You gotta do evil. And if you try to do what's right, well, you're not getting the devil's reward, but you'll get God's reward. You'll get that one great woman at some point. Does that make sense? Or am I just talking out of my head? Trust me on that. That's why them men are getting rewarded, because they are doing what you would call, they're being used by the devil. So they're getting rewarded by the devil. But rewarded taketh away. That's one thing about the devil. He coming to collect. Oh, I gave you that. Now it's time to pay. Sometimes it's your life. Oh, I made you a superstar, a rapper, and you indoctrinated and poisoned a bunch of kids' minds. Little kids then shot people and all type of shit. Now it's time for me to come and take and collect, motherfucker. Straight up, the devil ain't giving you nothing without some type of consequence. And a lot of these men also, here's another thing. A lot of these men are running around with herpes and shit. So guess what? Oh, don't fuck with that dude, Twan. Nah, man, that dude's lame as fuck, girl. Fuck with that one over there, yeah. And dude got all type of shit. And a woman gonna go over there and fuck him. See how evil works? Y'all have a good day though, man. Just thought I'd share that shit with y'all, man. But it's deeper than deep. And I feel like sometimes people do like you, but, we live in a social media world. So, everywhere they look, they seeing different people, different men every fucking way, different women every fucking way. It's almost impossible to keep somebody's attention. Even if they did like you somewhat, they still going to be talking to this one or that one or that one. You got somebody, shit. Hopefully you got the right one, Hopefully. Because, in this day and age, shit, You better off hitting the lottery almost. Even if you got shit going for yourself. Because guess what? Other men got shit going for themselves too. Other women got shit going for themselves too. You ain't the only one. You know? And then you're dealing with people who don't know what they want. So when people don't know what they want, they all over the place. You know, I like her green eyes. I like her fucking ass. I like her hair. They all over the fucking place. And that's why some men, they just want to fuck everybody. Never satisfied. Same thing with women. That's why they want attention from here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I ain't trying to judge people, man. Just saying. But let me eat my food before it's cold because I'm not microwaving this shit again.